Hey guys, what's up? So as you can see, I have a package here. So today's video is going to be my TBR for the month of June. So since June is Pride Month, and as of filming this, even though I am filming this in April, we are still in quarantine, and I believe the estimated date for the peak of Mecklenburg to Charlotte is June 8th, and then I believe the rehabilitation is like May 28th or something, when we're allowed to start leaving the house and stuff. So I've ordered some books for Pride Month. One book will not be here until June 3rd because I don't particularly like hardbacks, and I saw that there's a pre-order for paperback that came out May 23rd, so I went ahead and bought that. So now let's open up the box. So I was really excited about this one right here, even though the one I'm most excited about is the one that's not here yet. So the first book I have in here is Red, White, and Royal Blue, which is a Lgbt, obviously, they're all are. So he's a gay, so this is for the genre of gay. It is about two boys. First thoughts on this is I don't particularly like this cover, so I put my hands here and the cover opens. I don't like that. I particularly wish the cover went all the way through. That's a minor detail. Who really cares? I've heard a few things about this book, and all of the things have been good. I found this book actually by scrolling through YouTube comments, and I liked the description of it. So yeah, so I'm gonna read the back of the book for you guys. So what happens when America's first son falls in love with the Prince of Wales? When his mother becomes president of the United States, Alex Claremont Diaz was promptly cast as the American equivalent of a young royal. Handsome, charismatic, genius, his image is pure millennial marketing gold for the White House. There's only one problem. Alex has a beef with an actual prince, Henry, across the pond. When the tabloids get a hold of photos involving Alex/Henry altercations, US/British relations then takes a turn for the worst. Heads of family and state and other handlers devise a plan for damage control. Stage a truce between the two rivals, which at first begins as a fake, Instagrammable friendship, grows deeper and more dangerous than either Alex or Henry could have imagined. Soon, Alex finds himself hurtling into a secret romance with a surprisingly unstuffy Henry that could derail the presidential campaign and undo two nations. It raises the question, can love save the world after all? Where do we find the courage and the power to be the people we are meant to be? And how can we learn to let our true colors shine through? And I particularly love that. So obviously, this here would be Prince Henry. And I don't know why Henry doesn't have a last name. Well, then here is Alex Claremont Diaz here. So you have Alex on the side, Henry on the side, and on the book it is flipped so it matches if it was open. So it is a New York bestseller. Little tidbit about the book. I'm not a texture person, so I have to point this out. The words are raised. Don't particularly like the feel of that. I am so excited for this book, and I cannot wait. The next book in here is, oop, I already know what it is. Oh ho ho ho. Okay, so this one is a graphic novel. So here's a little sneak peek at the inside of that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is in Real Life IRL. I am in love with this artwork just by looking at the front cover of it. I was actually recommended this through Goodreads, so I am so happy that I found it on Amazon. So I'm gonna read the back for you guys again. Anda loves Corza Gold Online, the massively multiple role-playing game where she spends most of her free time. It's a place where she can be a leader, a fighter, a hero. It's a place where she can meet people from all over the world and make friends. But things become a lot more complicated when Anda befriends a gold farmer, a poor Chinese kid, whose avatar is the game illegally collects valuable objects and then sells them to players from developed countries with money to burn. The behavior is strictly against the rules in Core School, but Anda soon comes to realize that questions of right and wrong are a lot less straightforward when the real person's real livelihood is at stake. So it sounds interesting. So I was told that this is a love story. Reading the back cover, I'm not sure if they're like, I'm so down even if it isn't, you know what I mean? Like, you ever just like love a story just because of the story? And this artwork is so beautiful, just flipping through it, another like snippets of it. I love this so much. Okay, the next one is a poem book, because I could already see it. Don't Call Us Dead. This is kind of just like a miscellaneous one. So the reason I'm putting this one in here is because it talks about a lot of different topics. So I'm in love with poetry, and I'm just putting this in here as something I can read simultaneously in between the rest of these like stories. Don't Call Us Dead is a poetry book, obviously, as I've said. It is just a bunch of poems by Denez Smith, right here on the back. So the next one is a hardback, and I don't particularly like hardbacks, but this artwork is nice, and this is not what normal dust covers are made of. Being a transgender young adult before I had the words by Skylar Kegrel. Here, I'll just read what it says to you guys. So, a transgender advocate's candid memoir about reinvention and growth. At the beginning of his physical transition from female to male, the 17-year-old Skylar Kegel posted his first video on YouTube. In the months and years that followed, he recorded weekly updates, videos about the physical and emotional changes he's experienced. Skylar's openness and positivity attracted thousands of viewers who followed along on his voice deepened and his voice changed shape, and his body changed shape through surgeries and recovery, highs and lows, from high school to college to the real world. Skylar welcomes others on his journey. Before I Had the Words is the story of what came before the videos and what happened behind the scenes. From early childhood memories to the changes and confusion brought by adolescence, Skylar reflects on coming of age while struggling to understand his gender. As humorous as it is heartbreaking and as informative as it is entertaining, this memoir provides an intimate look at the experience in transitioning from one gender to another. Skylar opens up about his long path to gaining his family's acceptance and accepting himself, sharing stories along the way about smaller challenges like choosing a new name and learning to shave without eyebrow misshapes. It says to continue on the back flap, but that is a lot. Okay. Revealing entries from the author's personal journals as well as interviews with his mother, father, and brother lend remarkable depth to Skylar's story. A groundbreaking chronicle of change, loss, discovery, pain, and relief. Before I Had the Words brings new meaning to the phrase formative years. So I am not gonna lie, I've probably watched a Skylar Kegel video before, but I just don't remember it off the top of my head, and I also really don't like dust covers. Sorry if that like hurts your soul when I do that. But here is Skylar. And here is the front cover image. I thought this would be a really good read as somebody who's going through some of these, has gone through some of these experiences and is hoping to go through others in the future. So this is definitely on my list. I'm gonna grab my phone so I can get the other book. My next book on my list is a non-binary love story. So the last book that hasn't come yet is I Wish You All the Best. I got the paperback version. You're not going to be able to see it, but it is. So the description of this book is, it just takes 3 words. I am non-binary, but that's all it takes to change everything. When Ben DeBaker comes out to their parents as non-binary, they're thrown out of their house and forced to move in with their estranged older sister Hannah and her husband Thomas, whom Ben has never even met. Struggling with an anxiety disorder compounded by their parents' rejection, they come out only to Hannah, Thomas, and their therapist, and try to keep a low profile in a new school. But Ben's attempt to survive the last half of senior year unnoticed are thwarted when Nathan Allen, a funny and charismatic student, decides to take Ben under his wing. As Ben and Nathan's friendship goes, their feelings for each other begin to change. And what started as a disastrous turn of events looks like it just might be a chance to start a happier life. At turns heartbreaking and joyous, I Wish You All the Best is both charismatic, is both a celebration of life, friendship, and love, and a shining example of hope in the face of adversity. And I thought this would be a really good book to read. Plus, I could recommend it to other people if I think that it is a good book. I don't really find a lot of non-binary representation at all. I also find I also don't find a lot of representation of gay and lesbian, bisexual, and pansexuals that isn't so sexualized. So I thought that finding these books might help. And so when I found out that there was this non-binary story about this kid that they came out as non-binary and it changed their whole world, but it also was a love story, so it's not like, oh, you're non-binary and you're alone. It was, you found a friend, your life is changing, and it for the better. I thought that it would be a really good story to read, and so I picked that up as well. It just won't be here until June 3rd, I believe. Okay guys, so that is 5 books on my TBR for this month. I don't know if I will read them all, but I definitely will try to. I even made like a little list of like how I was going to read them and like what order I was going to read them in, and of course the non-binary one was my top one, but I will have to move that since it will not get here to the first week of June, but that is okay with me, to be honest. Red, White, Royal Blue. Red, White, and Royal Blue is my first read, I hope. The second one is going to be In Real Life. The third one will be I Wish You All the Best. And then the last one will be before I had the word. Yeah, before I had the words. And then I will read Don't Call Us Dead just throughout the month and hope it goes well. Okay guys, so this is all of the books that I have. And if you guys want to see me what I think of these books, let me know down below. So I have just recently started posting reading content, and if you guys like that, please let me know. I also post a lot of Spider-Man stuff. I have my own series called Oh My Gosh, It's Spider-Man, and I do bullet journal videos and art videos and a lot of fandom stuff. So if you guys want to see more of that, hit the subscribe button. If you're not sure, then go down below and click my name and you can just check all of that out. I also have a second channel which is a little more artsy. I have a documentary over there called Can LGBT Find a Safe Place in Theater? I also have other short films. So if you want to check that out, there will be a link to that channel down below. I will also be linking all of these books, all of the Amazon links to these books in the description below if I can find them. If you guys like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Comment if you would like, you don't have to. Comment down below what books you're reading this month, and if you are a part of the LGBT community or you're celebrating Pride, tell me what part of the community you're in and how are you celebrating in quarantine, stay at home, because I'm celebrating by reading books all about people and their experiences, so let's see how that goes. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, so peace out. Rock on, I'll be road. Don't forget to grow your wings for the hot touch. Just gotta make sure everyone knows your name. Love from my screen to yours. Bye, my little butterflies. Cameron, out.